Hello and welcome to This Week in Indie on Xbox Live. We got 5 games this week, the first of which is Bot Stoppers, which apparently came out last week but didn't appear on my dashboard, so I'm playing it this week, no big deal. Basically, Bot Stoppers is a 2D scrolling beat 'em up with some slightly oddly drawn robots. It's a bit repetitive, it's a bit dull. And it's just no fun really. It's got the usual targeting issues that you have in scrolling beat 'em ups. You can't really hit what you want to hit, and that's it really. There's nothing more to it. It's got an upgrade system so you can add different powers to your robot, but it's just no fun. So no. Next we have Vixenized. This game is a shooting gallery with 3D ladies that are some kind of vixens that have captured people for some reason. It's basically just mildly sexist trash. I mean, the core gameplay mechanic isn't terrible. You just move back and forth and shoot. If there was a little more to it and it wasn't so naff, it might be alright, but it's terrible. Third game this week, it's Avalis Dungeon 3. I vaguely recall playing the second one quite a while ago, and I didn't think it was much of a game, and this continues the theme. It's basically just a series of pictures. They're mildly well drawn, but they just keep changing them slightly, and yep, it's just press A to go here, press Y to go here. Oh, it's dark, light a torch. Oh, it's a small little crawl space you go through so you don't have to draw as much, and oh, here's an anime lady with some breasts. That's amazing. Sorry, I nearly fell asleep playing this one. It's awful. Second to last game this week, Quinn Boo, which has certainly got a unique name. I don't think it's going to get mistaken for anything else. You know, Quinn Boo. It's quite fun to say, if nothing else. This game is about a robot who has to defend his home world for some reason for evil robots, but that's not really important. The important thing is you're a robot and you've got to move slowly around collecting coins to open a gate. The catch is that when you move you use up power, and if you get to the end of your power cell and you've got nothing, that's it, game over. So you have to move very carefully, plan out your route, just make sure that you're gonna get everything. I mean, it's an original game mechanic, but I don't think it's actually any fun, which is a shame, you know, because it's fairly well presented. It's not terrible graphics by any means, but it's just not really that fun or interesting. So that's Quinbu. Final game this week is Proxy Blade Zero, which is one of the slickest looking 3D indie games I think I've ever seen, which is very impressive. So it's an action combat game. You're a giant robot with a sword, so obvious anime influences there, and it's controls nice. It's not too complicated. It's just enough sort of variation in its combos and moves to keep you interested. It's very tough, but it doesn't punish you too harshly for dying. It simply reloads you in the same room you just were, so it doesn't impede your progress too much. The only issue I have with this is it's £3.49, which isn't a lot of money, but in terms of indie games, that's quite a lot of money, because most are 69p or $1 if you're in the US. And I just worry that perhaps people won't play it because that price will put them off initially. But it's well worth playing. If you like action combat games, it's well worth a play. But that's it for This Week in Indie. Like and subscribe for more. Also check out my blog, which is trialsforlife.tumblr.com. And I'll see you again next week for another This Week in Indie.